estate agent, broker, or developer, I need you to gather around. As you know, real estate is high end, so you need to keep following up. Some indicate interest today, but it plans on buying in 2 years time, right? So what are you going to do between now and 2 years time to ensure that you get top of the mind for those clients? You need to take their information, which is their phone number and their email address, so that you can keep the relationship going until that time when they are ready to buy. And that's why I want to show you the effective way of running Facebook ads specifically for realtors. This is called a lead gen campaign. I see many realtors, and when they try to run their Facebook ads, their call to action is a phone call or a WhatsApp. I'm not faulting these two call to action, but the challenge is that you're going to attract all manner of people that are very unserious, and you hit your campaign, right? So the better way I think you should run your ad is that the call to action should be for them to fill a form. Now, only serious people that are interested in that property will fill your form, and that's why it's called a lead generation campaign. So only serious guys, at least more often than not, you see more serious people that come to fill your form. I'm not saying you won't see unserious guys, but you can qualify them to know whether they are really your ideal buyer. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to run lead gen campaign in the best way possible that will give you the leads that you want. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to run lead generation campaign that will give you results. Follow me.
So you log on to your favorite advertising platform and you get straight. That's Facebook. So you come to CL and then you go to add. So we're going to run a lead gen campaign. We come here and we click on lead gen and we continue, right? So that loads up for us. Yes. So now we are in the campaign objective page. You just make it unique by just putting real estate, right? You can put probably the name of the property you're trying to market here. So we're good at that. Then now real estate falls under a special ad category. So in the special ad category, there's a limit to how granular you can go when it comes to your audience targeting, right? Although there are ways around it, I don't want to go over it in this course. So we put it on housing because all these things here, social issues, employment, credit, and housing, they fall under the special ads campaign, right? There are ways around it, as I said earlier, but I just don't want to go into that in this video. So yeah, let's just say this is Nigeria, for instance. I just leave it at Nigeria, countries, and you don't need to edit any of this part of the ad. A/B testing, you don't need to do anything there because we're keeping this as simple as possible. Advanced campaign budget, we don't toggle it, we just leave it the way it is, and we're done with the campaign objective page. We go under to the ad set page, and keeping our naming convention consistent, we just keep this as real estate, right? And some information that may pop, you can have a look at them, and but let's just go and keep this. So now, because we're running a lead gen campaign, I mentioned earlier that we are filling up a form to take information, so we can call them subsequently. And so you go to instant forms, which has been clicked already. You have these other ones, website visits. If you had like a landing page to take their information, that could work. If you have a website, generate your list through your website, you could do that to Messenger, instant form, Instagram, phone calls, right? But the best method based on my experience of using Facebook ad is instant forms. So let's keep going. Now you see that we have a broad audience here. We have about 32 to, this is quite a large number, but we are going to drill this down as we go, right? So performance goal, let's maximize the number of leads, right? There's this option here, almost like convert option. So you can also choose this option. It's up to you, right? It doesn't affect your audience. It's just doesn't really matter so much. Then you have your terms, your view terms here, and just to show that you agree to it, take this away, and that's fine. I think this has been agreed to already, and then we keep going. Well, I say we're keeping it simple. We don't need to keep this dynamic creative on. Then you select your daily budget. If you want to do a 5K per day, that could work. So the platform is pretty straightforward. So you start and end dates, you choose your start and end dates. If you want to choose an end date, you give you a time that you want to choose, but for the sake of this video, I'll just keep it at this plainly. Then now, if you have a saved audience, you can easily just look for the audience there, and you can just choose them. If you don't be running ads for quite some time, but for the sake of this ad, I will be creating an audience from scratch. So as I said, we have 32 million people that's going to look at this ad, and our budget is just 5K per day. So we don't want to waste our money on adverts. So we make this as narrow as possible. I like to go granular in terms of my location. So for instance, I know that if it's in Lagos that I'm selling this property, I will Lagos, Nigeria, right? So that it comes down a bit. 9 to 10, 5 million is still like a lot. Maybe I wanted to sell in Lekki and show people to show this at people just in Lekki. I could just choose Lekki. I could take away. So this is it. I could just use Lekki, but it's really little, right? So I want to make my audience a bit broad. You have to just find the sweet spot between being too broad and being too narrow. So I can individually choose locations, to Lekki Koyu. I can try and bring this up to, okay, this is like, so you just have to look at where do you think your ideal customers are going to be living, right? So they might be on the mainland, like Ikeja or wherever you want to choose, or, and you can just individually look for it there, Ikeja, Lagos City, right? And you get something to work with. This is quite broad, but I mean, if this works for you, right, it works for me. So then, because this is a special ad category, I'm very certain that even if I come and update this to fit in my ideal age bracket, right, they're gonna come back for me and update it in such a way that there is no discrimination. It just keeps it open for everybody. But let's find out. So I don't want to do so detailed targeting. We can go into behaviors, and let's say real estate investing is want to narrow down to what the kind of people are looking for. We're looking for investors, right? And I can just look for suggestions, to give me ideas. So to be honest, I'm really happy when it's this low, 1.2 to 1.4 million. I'm fine with this number because I'm very sure that I can get a good number of good leads. So we scroll down to the end of the page, advantage placements. I like to do manual placement where I can choose where to keep where I want my ads to show. So I just want to choose Facebook and Instagram, right? And that's fine for me, right? So that's it. So you can see our reach on a daily basis is about 2,400 to 6,900 people, which works perfect for me. So I go to the next, which is going to be the ads page, right? So keeping our naming convention intact, I'll just keep real estate there. And then this page, I'm going to find the page I'm going to put this ad on. So I want to use an image, most likely for this creative. You can use a carousel if you have that, but I think I prefer to use images for this. And there's an image that is there already. I can edit the media if I want to, right? And I'll just choose to add maybe a fresh media, just for instance, just to show what I can add here. This is taking some time to load. Or I can just upload an image if I want to go to my desktop and look for my recent downloads and say, okay, maybe I want this house. Let's look at that. Look at it, right? And well, so this is taking a bit of a time. Let's see if this pops up here. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll just leave this property here that is here, so we don't take a lot of time. But you get the gist, right? So let's just leave it at this, and we're good here. Our primary text, we could say luxury um, X for sale in Lucky, Vegas, right? I can write a short headline here. Don't miss out on this amazing deal, right? Description, you go into description on what the property is about. This beautiful, or let's say this magnificent, pardon my English, um, home is located in a serene environment, overseeing, beach, right? And yeah, you could, invest a lot in your copywriting to make this stand out and pop for you, right? But let's just say I'm gonna leave it at that, and we're trying to get them to book a time, to talk to us, to book an inspection where we can take them to the property. And then we are going to create an instant form here right away. And we can just write, okay, this doesn't really matter. Lead gen form for the state. So this is it. We want to put a more volume form. The intro, you can just add a headline here. Book inspection Stanley, right? Then additional details. Please fill in your information. Right, then now this is the part we go into questions. How do you want to qualify this client? So already we have the name, email, and full name, which is already here. Then we can add category of phone number, contact fields. You put phone number, right? So this phone number, I like to put it, as long as I have the email and phone number, I'm fine. I like to put it up, and the name is going to be automatic. You put your name normally. So right, I have the email, phone number, and phone name. This is what I need to nurture that relationship with the client. Then we go a step further. So we add questions. Now you can add any kind of questions you want to add in this place. Okay, let's go first of all. I don't like to ask my clients I don't like asking for a lot of information from my clients so they don't get bored with the process. So then the privacy link, I can just put my website. Link is, let's just say this is www.easyhomes.com. Then the link text is going to be websites, my website. This is just to, or if you have a privacy page on your website, you can include that. Okay, so I don't think I need to include anything concerning my disclaimer. Completion. Okay, now what I want to take you to is the questions bits. In this place, you can actually qualify your questions either with multiple choice questions or short and hard questions. So for instance, if I want to do multiple choice question, I can just say, okay, how soon are you looking to buy a home? And as the first response, as soon as possible, right? Add the next six. Oh, sorry, this jumped up a bit. In the next 6 months, right? The next 1 year. And also put I'm not interested. You want to give your prospect the chance to tell you no, so that you can move on from them if they are really not interested, so you don't waste your time. So this is how you qualify some of these guys. Then you can also add another question. Let's just add a normal short answer question. For instance, do you have $1 million to buy a home at the moment, for instance, right? So these are questions you can think of as much qualifying questions as you want to add to this. So you can see how the form pops up right now. So look at it. You have to also look at your form, preview your form to be sure that it's what you want it to show, right? So this is it here. How soon are you looking to buy a house? They'll choose an option, right? Second question, do you have $1 million to buy a home at the moment? They'll tell you the answer. So then you can look at the information requested, contact, email, contact, phone number. Anybody that goes through this process and give you the information is, quote unquote, a serious person that might be looking to buy, right? So then we come over, I think we have filled the privacy information, then the completion, you can just put, okay, thank you, all set. You can link them to a calendar, or you can link them to your website. I can link them to even call you right off the bat. It depends on what works for you. So you can just say a customer care representative will reach out to you. Okay, sorry, I can put this in here. I'll put it here instead. A customer care representative will reach out to you. However, you can speak to Stanley right away by calling him now. So that it just depends on, I don't know if you outsource your phone call to someone else to do it by yourself. You just have to give them the opportunity to call you, so that you don't just wait for when you have the time to call them. So then call business and say call Stanley now, so see how it pops up there. Then I'm going to put my phone number here, right? And I just put it, I can just put any number. I can put a number. Looks like, okay, 0437. So I think I'm good to go. I should be able to publish this. I think I'll get 1 or 2 errors, but let's try and publish. Yes, I expecting that error. Yes. So let them know we're using their contacts, their information to do. You can just put this information will be used to reach out to you on this property. So Facebook just wants to ensure that you're letting them know why you're collecting the information from them. You're not going to use it to spam them or anything like that. So there you have it. We're good to go, and we can publish this already. Okay. So there you have it. So we've published the advert, and you can see is in draft at the moment. So I can just hit on publish, and it just loads a bit, and you see that the advert is good to go. But right now you can see there's an account error. This account error is just majorly because I've not funded this account to put money in it for this ad to run. That's why there's an account error. But then your account is up and running. Your ads, if you put in money, it runs, and you can just come to your ads manager and see the progress of your ads, right? So just come in campaigns. Yeah, so this is the ads that we just started running. This is it. This is the account error, and that's because there's no money in the account. So as soon as you put money in the Facebook ad account, your ads will start running. So I hope you got value from this video. Thank you. Leave me a comment, like, share, and follow me on my channel. God bless.